Well, I've decided to start recording games of people that I have blocked, so you can see the kinds of things that happen and why I blocked these people. But it also gives an example of what happens when you face this tech and what happens when you're not paying attention. So my commander is always a Silver Queen, his is Maelstrom Wanderer, and we'll go ahead and get started. I've got the volume for Magic turned down to about as low as it goes, without turning it off here. So obviously he starts with a great start, first turn Soul Ring. Really, probably the start that doesn't involve 0 drops. I catch up on the 3 mana versus 3 with Chalice, so things are okay. He plays Tribute to the Wild, making me sacrifice an artifact or enchantment, so now I'm down to half his mana. But I'm able to get down with a Power Stone, and now I'm ahead by 1. So on the next turn when he plays a land, we should be even. We'll continue on with the game. So he plays a land in Edric, which is obviously a huge threat, a 3-drop that'll let him draw 1 card per turn in the moment, maybe more if he can find a additional creature to go with it. In order to answer that, I play a 3-drop that will let me draw 1 card per turn, keeping even with him still on both mana and cards. And Knucklehead makes his first misplay of the game, destroying my Crucible prior to attacking with Edric, ensuring he gets no additional card off his Edric this turn. But I still got my card, so he's actually down. And you'll see, down 1 for the beast and down 1 for the card I got. So there you go, 3 cards to 5. And we'll keep going. That math might have been slightly off, but you get the point. So a Fact or Fiction here is awesome. Look at this. How do you split this? He obviously doesn't know how and gives me 4 amazing cards at the cost of 1. It also allows me to get down, have a Forbid ready to go. But because I have Fire Ice here, in case he has, like, say, a end of turn Lightning Bolt or something, I just produce some more mana. I don't think there's any likelihood he would have countered that. He would counter the Fact or Fiction if he had a counter. No Bolt is forthcoming. I figured here he'll play Wanderer, maybe get some guys, and then I'll Terminus and win. But as it turns out, he has a better play. Titan to clear out the beast for free, so I almost kill Edric in response, using the red from him, but realize I have a better play. Because if I kill the Edric and he gets the Titan off here, I'm still going to most likely have to kill the Titan. You can't take 9 for excessive amounts of time. Or I'm going to have to Karn the Titan, and then Karn will die to his Hasty Wanderer, which I'd really like to make Karn my follow-up. Instead of making either of those plays, I just ice Edric down. I was thinking here what I would do is Terminus and then Imperial Seal later. When I saw the top, I would Imperial Seal later for repeat for Noxious, so that I could put Terminus on top of my deck and then top during his upkeep or something. But because I have the Soul Ring, the Rack, and the top all together, I get enough mana to set up Juicy Terminus on his turn with Forbid Buyback, and get rid of Worthless Ray in the process. And of course he's seen all these cards. He's seen the Terminus. He knows what I have, and here it is on the board. The setup is all ready to go. So the right play for him, of course, is to attack, either deal 11 and draw 2 cards, and then figure out what to do. Or more likely, he should see the kill, attack, I kill, he follows up with Wanderer, and then puts me under some pressure. Of course, I would have, like I said, played the top again, and gone and got Imperial Seal for Noxious, or Regrowth, and set up another Terminus play, but he doesn't know that. At any rate, what he does decide to do is clearly the wrong play, which is feed more cards into the Terminus that I am displaying. And one of his flip cards is Vengeful Rebirth. He can Regrowth is bad Vindicator is bad Disenchant, and he chooses the bad Vindicate. I am not going to counter that. And he gets a creature. So just more fuel for Terminus. And of course I make the play. And look at those amazing cards I find. At this point I probably would have just teachinged at the end of his turn and gave up the top. Not super important to top when I have like a perfect hand and an Imperial Seal as well, plus a flashback teaching. But what actually happens is this. He says, cool trick, except it wasn't. You're annoying as hell. Perhaps because I smiled twice, I was hoping that I could just be kind and let him move on with losing. Apparently not. Apparently smiling is annoying. Or maybe just being a moron and throwing creatures into a Terminus that you know I have is annoying. So I even point out the situation, mention he has no one to blame but himself. He asks what is he supposed to do. I think it's a legit question, so I start explaining to him what he should do. And he says I'm wrong, indicates that I'm probably wrong because I have no idea what's in there, and that I should go to hell when I continue with the explanation. And at the very end you can see I'm guessing that he's got Time Walks, because that's usually what people with these decks have, and they don't much matter when you don't have any creatures. They're just really, really bad card drawing. Draw one card for 5 mana or something. Anyway, that's the game. This is the idiot. He is now on my blocked list. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.